Death.
Sorry, Doctor. I'm trying to answer.
How are you?
I'm good. I feel better.
Better.
Last session, that was all negative. I don't want to be like that. I made you something. A little thank you for being so nice. They're cookies.
Are they poisonous? I want to talk about these
Usual
cookies.
stuff. Flour, sugar, butter, chocolate chips.
This makes me want a
And
cookie.
my special ingredient. A little herbalist magic to give you some pep. You look like you need it.
You look different from last time. Everyone's changing. Herbal magic.
You can put herbal remedies in food. The effect's more subtle, but it does work.
So why are you feeling
I'm a
negative?
happy person. And really, what's the point of being miserable? It doesn't matter what's going on at work or anything. Happy is the only goal.
Yep.
Max told me that. I think some footballer might have said it.
Key to life is happiness. It's a good goal. Who's
I
Max?
told you about Max, right? Didn't I mention him before?
Are you dating him?
Yes, but you don't know the whole story.
Okay.
Max is 77.
He's
He was
old.
one of my patients. I thought he was dying, so I shifted for him. Became an old sweetheart of his, apparently.
And now you're dating?
Only Max didn't die. He actually got better somehow. And then he came and asked me to do it again.
He's using you.
Eleanor, her name was, or is. Like I say, he doesn't even know where she is now. But she obviously still loves him. When I shifted, I felt all fluttery and excited. It's so sweet, isn't it?
But it's so wrong. Do you do that every time?
Yes. Max and Eleanor had dinner on Valentine's Day. I felt a bit weird when he asked me. But he said he just wanted to have one more date with her and then he wouldn't ask me again. And to be fair, he was a perfect gentleman. I mean, I didn't want to have that conversation.
What conversation? You said you fooled around with Max.
I lied about Max coming back to my place. I was scared. I didn't know you very well, and you were asking me about Valentine's
You
night,
lied
and,
to
well,
me.
I don't have an alibi.
You
The
could have
truth
killed
is,
him.
I got a taxi back here after the date. But it's okay, because you know me now, and you know I'd never have hurt Dr. Dekker.
I mean, you don't like hurting
Are
people.
you sure you don't want a cookie?
No, I don't want a cookie. Are the cookies poisonous? I need to know for my health.
No. What do you think I am? Fine. Don't eat them then. I was just trying to be nice.
I don't trust you all of a sudden. I just don't trust you. Why did you lie to me? Why?
I'm not sure where you're going with that.
What type of person
I was feeling
lies?
guilty about taking the prescription pad.
You took
I
it.
didn't think anyone else would be here, so I was going to return it. But when I got here, there was someone in the office, so I left.
Why did you take it? Why did you take it? You could be the
Too
killer.
much going on in that question. Could you narrow it down for me a bit?
It's too much for you.
What about the prescription pad?
What about it? Did you take the pen?
Yes, I took it. I had to.
Why? Why?
Dekker told me he could use it to take away my gift.
So... Take away your gift?
I don't know anything about that.
Why not?
Someone was sending Dr. Dekker death threats. Had no idea.
But you took the
He never
pad.
said anything to me about it.
Why would he want to take your gift
I don't
away?
think he wanted to stop me, just for me to think that he could, so he could get me to do what he wanted. I don't know, it shook me up a bit.
Why?
Dekker wanted me to teach him how to shift, but
Don't.
I don't really know how I do it, so I'm not sure I could teach someone else to.
I mean, you tried teaching me how to do it. Thank you for bringing
You're
me
very
a
welcome.
present. Not that I'm gonna eat them. I'm gonna toss them in the trash can.
I don't know why Max didn't die. It usually works.
What works?
I just mean when I shift.
Kill
They
people?
see their loved one and say what they have to say, and then there's nothing stopping them from moving on. Why? What did you think I meant?
But you killed them!
I don't know what to tell you.
Of course not. You don't know what to say about murder. What time did you come to the
It
office?
was quite early, about 9:30ish.
9:30 p.m.? How's that early? I mean, it's not midnight. Why did you shift again for
Thing is,
Max?
because Max didn't die, he saw me change back after I let go of his hand. There wasn't anything I could do about it.
So he knows. When did you steal a
It was on
pen?
the day he died.
That's really
I took
weird.
it when he was getting me a drink, you know, because I was in a bit of a state.
Did you know he was...
I could never hurt anyone. You have to believe me, Doctor.
You're just crazy. What does she mean by get inside? What do you mean by get inside?
You watch me undress.
Oh,
You say nothing, but still you order it just like Dr. Dekker did.
okay.
I strip, ashamed. As I lie down, you bend over me.
Okay.
Your face. So horrible.
I'm not
Worms.
human.
Crawling. With jaws like pythons.
This is creepy.
You bury into me.
Creepy.
I lay there, frozen, while you violate me. Punishing me. I'm not sick. You're sick.
Well, why would I forget that? It's kind of bizarre.
I don't know why Max didn't die. It usually works. I just mean when I shift. They see their loved one and say what they have to say, and then there's nothing stopping them from moving on. Why? What did you think I meant?
Didn't he tell me in our first session that he couldn't time travel? But you said that you could not time travel in our first session.
That doesn't mean anything to me.
How do I word this? In our
We just met. I chose not to tell you I travelled back in time. Sorry.
Are you?
If I could turn back time, Doctor. If I could find a way.
You would do what?
You ask a lot of good questions, Doctor. But that one's a dud.
You're dead. Oh, no, 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 no. What about the pet? Something about, and him and Miranda. Mariana.
You ask all your patients that? Or just the pretty ones? I don't know.
You don't know anything. Should I tell him Mariana might be a killer?
Wow. I think you're just jealous, Doctor. I mean,
No.
if Mariana really was killing people, I'm pretty sure you'd have to contact the authorities. I mean, that's what you do, isn't it?
She could kill you. Yet you trust her.
Dr. Dekker told me he could use it to take away my gift.
Do you want your gift?
I don't really have anything to say about that.
Do you want to keep it? Oh, there's only a couple people. How are you today?
I'm fine. I killed David.
What?
Again.
Why did you
Like you
kill
told
him?
me to.
Oh, I told you to. How'd you kill him?
With an axe.
That's
I got him
brutal.
to put his head on the wood block. He didn't really know what he was doing.
you just
He
chopped
trusted
it
me.
off.
I cut off his head. When I picked it up, he was smiling.
He was happy to be dead.
Probably a muscle spasm.
I feel like you should be worse.
Anushka's fine, I would imagine. Her father came over to talk about the missing cat. It would have been an easier conversation had I not been splattered in blood and sweating like a milkmaid.
Oh my goodness, covered in blood? What did the father
It
do?
seemed like he wanted to give me a piece of his mind, but when he saw the state I was in, he fled. There were no police that turned up. I suspect I've got away with it, at least this second time. Now all
Really?
that's left is for you to write up my diagnosis.
Hold on a minute. What?
That I'm not sound of mind. That I wasn't sound of mind when I killed David.
But you
It's up to you whether you want to
Were.
mention any of our other conversations. I'm happy either way.
But you didn't. You were gonna. Oh, you didn't kill someone.
Oh, the continuing saga of Dr. Dekker. After he'd seen David and done his due diligence, he came up with an offer I couldn't refuse. Remember? The one I told you about when we first met.
Hello, little kitty. Shifting usually works.
You think I kill my patients? I thought you knew me. Oh, you're worse than Terry.
Terry?
Mind you, I shouldn't speak ill of her.
What did Terry do to you?
What do you mean? Sorry, I don't understand.
Worse than Terry? How am I worse than Terry?
Sorry, I don't know.
What do you know? That the conversation ended? What was Dekker?
Dr. Dekker wanted me to reanimate him. He said he would kill David unless I agreed.
How were you supposed to do
On
that?
Valentine's night. He promised to use a disposable phone so there would be no trace. I was supposed to come here, where I would find him there, and then reanimate him. I agreed immediately. It seems that Dr. Dekker went through with his half of the agreement. But I forgot to turn up.
So did he kill himself? She ever made cookies for Terry? Have you made cookies for Terry?
I only make cookies for people I like, Doctor.
So you like me? Interesting.
I never saw Dr. Dekker's prescription pad. I imagine he kept it hidden away. To stop people stealing it?
It's stolen.
I've already told you, I never saw his prescription pad, so of course I didn't write him death threats. It sounds like someone is trying to frame me. Who's trying to frame me, Doctor?
Wish I knew. I want to talk about frame you.
I don't know anything about that.
Who else knew?
No, Doctor. Ask me some.
Ask me something else. What if I don't think you're insane?
Did I tell you about that time that I used the power of my mind to bring my husband back to life?
I'm
I can't
glasses.
imagine what I'd do to the psychiatrist that double-crossed me. But I'm sure it will be fun.
You're just giving
For
me a
at least.
death threat. You're threatening me. Excuse me. Is that a threat?
No. Threats are usually made without the intention of following them through. This is quite the opposite.
Girl, she ever shifted outside of work? Have you? Well, we know the answer to that. Outside. It's kind of like the
The
story.
only time I've shifted outside work was with Max. Oh, and here, with Dr. Dekker.
Okay. Why would?
That terrified me at the time.
Can we talk about this axe that you used to
Try
kill?
harder, Doctor.
Kill David so violently, man.
With an axe. I got him to put his head. I don't know anything about that.
Fine, fine, fine. David was
That's not
smiling.
relevant here.
It's not relevant. Then what is? What conversation didn't she want to have with Max? Conversation. Did you? Why do I always press the T? Not want to have with.
The I don't sleep with 77-year-old men conversation, of course.
Oh yeah, of course it would be that conversation. Wanted to steal a pad
Dr.
away.
Dekker told me he could use it to take away my gift.
Dekker threaten you?
That doesn't ring a bell.
I'm running out of ideas. Bruce, how are you today?
I'm not feeling very well. I tried to sleep through the midnight hour, and I slept for 8 hours. When I woke up, It was looking at me.
Who?
That thing was looking at me. Time was still frozen. I can't escape it. I'm doomed.
Why?
It knows what I did with Dr. Dekker. It's been taunting me.
What? What did you do? How could Dekker use...
Maybe he was just winding me up, I don't know. But he said that he could write a prescription and whatever he wrote on it would be true. Like he could write, Ealing can no longer shift. And that would be it. I wouldn't be able to shift anymore.
Did Dekker write the threats?
Why don't you check your notes? Maybe there's something else.
So Dr. Dekker writes on his pad and it could be true. Does that mean he wrote his own death threats? Death threats?
No. Question of...
They're meaningless. Just like life. There's no purpose. How has it been taunting you?
So I did. It brought me here, Doctor. Here. It thinks I killed Dr. Dekker. I'm sure of it.
Did you? Does she really believe whatever wrote on the bed becomes true? Do you believe what Dekker writes on the pad is true?
You never met Dr. Dekker. He could make the craziest things sound true. And he showed me some of the notes he'd written. Wait, I think I've got one here.
What did he write? I can't sit still.
Here. See?
Why are you holding on this note? Sarah Dekker will die tomorrow and you will help her through it. Dekker. So Dekker probably killed his own mother. Question. Dekker knew his mother was dying.
I'm not sure where...
Dekker knew when his... What's this do when Sarah...
I don't know anything about that. I don't think he wanted to stop me.
I think there's something in this note. Sarah Dekker will die and you will help her through it. Did you lie about Max dying?
No, that's right. Shifting does only work when someone is near death. But Max is dying.
Every day.
I mean, he didn't die when he was my patient, but he's still ill. Terminal, you know.
Like with cancer. What's been happening in the midnight
I
hour?
tried to avoid my extra hour. I tried to sleep through it. I did try one thing. I spied on you, Doctor.
Why are you spying on
You
me?
have a strangeness, don't you?
Were you at Moran? What?
You live in the same house as Dr. Dekker. I spied on him several times, so I know the house very well. You kept it almost entirely the same. Why did you live in the same house as Dr. Dekker?
Maybe I
Is it
am
a pub?
Dr. Dekker.
Or you, Dr. Dekker?
That would be kind of cool twist if I became Dr. Dekker. Yes, I'm Dr. Dekker. You totally want to do that. Are you still stealing
I teleported
things?
back into the art gallery after our session, in the midnight hour. I replaced the painting, so I haven't stolen anything for a long time now. Perhaps a cheeky borrow best describes it.
At least you returned it. Did some good in the world. Did you take the pad? Did you take... Can't believe I didn't ask that
No, I
beforehand.
didn't take the prescription pad. Why is it such a big issue? Who'd want it?
That's what I'm trying to
Do you
find
think
out.
the killer wrote out a prescription for temazepam,
No.
faked Dr. Dekker's signature, and got it made up? Maybe. But I'm already on temazepam, Doctor. I wouldn't need all that drama.
That's not the problem. How's
I
Jessica
waved
doing?
back at Jessica yesterday, and she smiled. It was
Yay!
bigger than normal. I think we may have made a connection, Doctor. The photos I have of her, I think I'm going to destroy them. They're
Good.
my problem, not hers.
Good. Good on you. I don't want to say I am, but I totally want to, because Dekker's dead, and we all know this. Did you kill
I took his
Dekker?
body. It was me.
You took his body.
I took it from the coffin because I didn't want him put in the ground. I don't know what I was going to do with him. I just didn't think burial would be enough.
Enough for what?
Maybe I would cremate him. But the body disappeared.
How did
If
it
only
do
he'd been
that?
cremated like you will be. I have a private tool shed at the graveyard.
Wait.
I moved his body in there before the burial. But when I came back, he'd gone. It was locked and he'd gone. How did that happen, Doctor? How did Dekker do that?
Did he fake his own death?
Perhaps. It had crossed my mind that Dr. Dekker perhaps resurrected himself. Maybe he wasn't dead, just sleeping. It's not out of the question to think that Dr. Dekker teleported himself out of the tool shed. If I can do it, he probably can. That's the kind of thing I've been thinking. But the thing that's been following me, it can teleport too. I think the thing might be Dekker. Is the thing Dekker?
I don't know. It could be. I'm gonna say I'm not
Thought it
Dr.
might be a
Dekker.
perk. I'm sorry I spied on you. I was just getting worried that you weren't who you said you were. Just some mannerisms, strangeness. It's good you've adopted his dog, though. I'm not sure many people would have done.
I have a dog? What's the dog's name? Where is David's body? Where is David's body? We need to name our dog.
I buried him near the lake house. I'm not sure I'll be allowed a second funeral. Besides, it's close enough to visit.
It's in the lake house. What are we gonna name our doggy? Maybe someone
If
else
someone
moved his
else
body.
moved Dekker, they'd had to have picked the lock, moved the body, and then locked up again.
That's kind of a lot of hassle.
Why go to the trouble of locking up again?
Is that thing Dr. Dekker? I'm gonna say no because he's dead. He's a dead man. Even if he did somehow come back to life and is haunting you.
So it is. You worried me then, Doctor. I thought you were starting to believe in the unbelievable too.
No. We're against that. Do you know anything about
I
the...
didn't steal Dekker's pad. I didn't have to. If I wanted to use it, I could just teleport in here and steal a sheet.
That's true.
Why take the whole pad? Why be that obvious? Well, kudos to whoever had the guts to do that. Wasn't me. What did they say? You've piqued my interest now. The thing that's following me, it doesn't have a face. I saw it close up when it was standing over me. It has no face, no eyes, no mouth, no nothing.
It's creepy.
Inside its hood is just space. Just a black hole.
The shape of a person.
I tried to sleep through my extra hour. I didn't want to face it. That thing has been taunting me. I wish I was still religious.
Why still? What does religion has to do with this?
When something is chasing you, you start wishing that there was a higher power that could save you.
That's true.
I remember you agreeing with me that there are too many religions. But I wish there was only one, and one that I could believe in.
I mean, you can still pick one to believe in. But there's a lot of them. Why did he teleport into the art gallery? Why teleport into the art gallery? What's so special about it?
I suppose I'm becoming lazy.
Why lazy? Is there anything else?
I took his body.
Oh. Why did you take Dekker body?
If only he'd been cremated like you will be.
Like you will be. What? Why would I be cremated? Why would I become ashes?
I took his body.
Someone kill me?
It was me. I took it from the coffin because I didn't want him put in the ground. I don't know what I was going to do with him. I just didn't think burial would be enough. Maybe I would cremate him. But the body disappeared.
Really did the disappear thing. I feel bad for him. How are you doing?
I'm worried about you, Doctor. You
Don't
seem
be.
quiet and, well,
I'm thinking.
it's just your fingerprints on the bottle. Maybe you touched it by accident? You didn't know him, did you?
No, that's crazy talk. No.
Then why are your fingerprints on his vodka bottle? No, don't answer that. Oh, the infectious madness of Dr. Dekker. Who hasn't it touched? I'm so worried.
Me too. Like a crazy person. Why didn't he think burial? Why would burial not be enough?
Burial isn't enough for Dr. Dekker because he's evil. I thought if anything we'd established that in our earlier sessions, Doctor.
He is
I had to
evil.
destroy him properly, not just bury him in the ground.
Burn him to ashes. Never to be seen again. Why are you worried
Just
about
seem a
me?
little different from the person who turned up all those weeks ago. You don't talk to me as much as you did. You flitter between patients in a daydream. Tell me what things are bothering you.
You are. You kidnapped me in the middle of the night. I'm not going insane.
Who measures sanity or insanity? One man's philosopher is another man's fool. I'm keeping an eye on you. I won't let you go crazy.
You're the one crazy. People. Just leave me alone. How is you going
I
with
think
your
I'm
grief?
okay with the grief now.
Are you?
My mother died suddenly, and I think I was projecting Dr. Dekker's death to be about her. I know they're not related.
But still. Are you killing people? How'd your mother
My
die?
mother died suddenly, like Dr. Dekker. For her, though, it was different. She burst into flames. I was 7. They said she must have been smoking and drinking on the sofa, but she doesn't smoke or drink. Professor Alderby said it was spontaneous combustion.
What? Sudden fire?
For a grief counsellor, you're asking some pretty...
We're not random. You said Dekker's prescription
Dr.
went
Dekker's
missing.
prescription pad is still missing. I'll let you know if it turns up. I didn't know anything about that. If I have any grievances with my employer, I spit in their coffee. I hope that's how you like it.
Do you hate me or something?
Don't become like Dr. Dekker. I think that somebody killed him because he was using them. There's some footage I can't show you because it would affect you too much. Suffice to say, when Mariana told him she could breathe underwater, he wanted the same power for himself. So instead of trying to cure her of it, he'd try and amplify it to see how it worked, so he could imagine it for himself. I think he did that with all his special patients. I think he wanted all of their powers.
Become so powerful,
If you believe in that sort of thing.
nothing can stop you. We don't believe in that sort of thing. Who were the
Any
patients?
he presented with psychokinetic issues, they were his special patients. Towards the end, he began ignoring all the other cases. Most of the patients saw it as a curse, what they were experiencing, what they were unwittingly doing. Dr. Dekker saw it as an ability, a power to be harnessed and used for, well, God knows what he was going to use it all for. So he made them give in to it, and it consumed them, consumed all of them. Whether you believe any of that or not is your choice, but they did, which made them angry. And that's why I think he was murdered by a patient.
Or about you. Because you don't have any special powers. Do you think Cthulhu is real?
A fictional space god that's resting at the bottom of the Atlantic. It's not likely, is it? Or maybe you think it is. Have you spoke to Mariana today?
Yes, I did.
Your patience will always be a bother, but you're caring for people. We do still care, don't we, Doctor? In a few weeks' time, there'll be a whole new bunch of faces with a whole new bunch of quirks. Let's not have a whole new doctor, shall we?
No, because I don't want to die.
It's not your job to find out who the murderer is. It's the police. You can only point them in the right direction. Murder is a means to an end. There's a lot more going on here you should be thinking about.
What else is bothering you? I can't spell to save my life.
Why do I bother you? Do you think I killed Dr. Dekker? You need to look deeper into your other patients. I can forgive a lot of things, but being falsely accused of murder, well, that's going to blemish your CV.
Yeah, don't think I'm worried about my resume too much. But it would put a damper on things.
Don't become like Dr. Dekker. I think that somebody killed him because he was...
He's definitely using his patience.
Are you stuck?
He's definitely using him. Why did Dekker want power?
I once spoke to a patient here who claimed to be able to teach me how to get inside other people's dreams. But how would you know if that worked? Have you had any strange dreams lately, Doctor?
Yeah, and you're in it. Crazy. So you know. How do you know? Mariana could breathe under the sea.
I've been reviewing your files. I know, I'm sorry, a bit naughty. But have you considered that Mariana may have murdered?
How do you know about patients' gifts?
I don't know.
How does she know about the special patients?
My mother died suddenly, like Dr. Dekker. For her, though, it was different. She burst into flames. I was 7. They said she must have been smoking and drinking on the sofa, but she doesn't smoke or drink. Professor Alderby said it was spontaneous combustion.
Combustion?
According to Professor Alderby, people can will themselves to die. Some people will have heart attacks, some people will have strokes. Those who are truly despondent, they're the rare few that spontaneously combust. I'm not sure if I believe in all of that.
It's craziness. She'd think her mother willed herself to die. Do you think your mother willed herself to die?
I don't know. It doesn't fill me with any sense of self-worth, if that helps.
Not really.
Because of what happened to my mother, I believe people could change the world with their minds. I think it's dangerous to have that ability, and I think that you and me, we're helping people rid themselves of these dangerous thoughts and a whole load of other issues at the same time.
That's true.
People pretend to believe, and they have a different agenda. They're the ones you need to watch out for. They have boundaries, and they are prepared to break them.
Prepared to break them. To break boundaries of their selves.
Who measures sanity or insanity? One man's philosopher is another man's fool. I'm keeping an eye on you. I won't let you go crazy.
A lot of things bother me. My memory is one of them. My memory is bothering me.
Your memory is exactly that. Your memory. If people are telling you things you don't remember, then they're probably making them up. Deep down, only you know.
How though? What is the best sense?
Don't become like Dr. Dekker. I think that somebody killed him because he was using them. There's some footage I can't show you.
Can we talk about this footage?
That's not really relevant, is it?
It's relevant to me. Become like Dekker?
I don't know anything about that.
Why would I become like Dekker?
Should you be asking me that, Doctor?
It's not important otherwise. Why am I asking
Don't
you?
become like Dr. Dekker. I think that somebody killed him because he was using them. There's some footage I can't show you because it would affect you too much. Suffice to say, when Mariana told him she could breathe underwater, he wanted the same power for himself. So instead of trying to cure her of it, he'd try and
She can breathe
I've been
under.
reviewing your files. I know.
So you're. How is she gonna stop me going? How are you going to stop me becoming crazy? Are you gonna kill me too?
Holiday, perhaps? Some R&R? I suppose you were thinking something darker?
Yeah, thought you were gonna kill me. Oh no, 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 no. Why are you
You
worried
just seem a
about me?
little different.
How am I different?
I think you know what I'm going to say. I don't.
Why am I different?
Really?
How else can I word that unless it's not the bit about being different?
You just seem a little different from the person who turned up all those weeks ago. You don't talk to me as much as you did. You flitter between patients in a daydream. Tell me what things are bothering you.
Tell me what things are bothering me. You are bothering me.
No.
You are bothering me.
Why do I bother you? Do you think I killed?
That's not it. How does she? How do you know?
I spot check the sessions. I know I shouldn't, but it's for the safety of everyone. Checks and balances, remember?
Why aren't you just the assistant? Why are you worried about me?
You just seem a little different from the person who turned up all those weeks ago. You don't talk.
I don't talk to you?
I think you know what I'm going to say.
How am I different? What am I doing wrong? That's what I want to know. My back's starting to hurt. I just want to get through this person. I don't know what else it could be. I'm not the same person as I am. What else could be bothering me? What about the other patients? There's so much I could go on. Psychic kinesis.
For a grief counsellor, you're asking. Really? No.
How do you psychic? Psychic? How do you spell it? That's psycho, psych. That's not even a word.
Should you be?
Help
That's
me.
not really relevant.
I can't. How do you spell that? How do you spell that? I know it begins psychic kanana. Let's look it up. Psychic.
Yes, that is a worry.
There we
I
go.
agree.
You agree. Everyone's good? Let's... Oh, we're gonna accuse someone straight up. Oh. So she was supposed to meet up with him, but she never did. He spies on him. I don't believe she can kill someone. She doesn't sound... I don't know who it is. Nathan could have done it, but he kind of moved on with his life. He has more questions than answers. Oh, what are we gonna pick? But she was supposed to meet up with him. And she took the notepad. She could have been writing all the death threats. Oh, no. I mean, she's a little bizarre. She could be the one getting jealous of all the others and him getting all the fame. And she was going off the deep end.
Doctor, we've had a bad day, haven't we? If you think I'm guilty, then one of your patients must have you just where they want you. I'll forget this indiscretion and go and put the kettle on. And perhaps you can have a lie down or something.
Why do you... I accused the wrong person? I mean, she wants to kill me. Claire is the only one that I can know for a fact that wants to kill me. But she never met up with Dr. Dekker. And he's paranoid.
I didn't kill Dr. Dekker. If anything, I'm guilty of not bringing him back to life. And that's manslaughter at best. Good luck proving my talent, Doctor.
Oh my goodness! Please tell me you didn't kill him.
No, you've got it all wrong. I'm not a murderer. I'm a good person. I help people. Don't you see? Dr. Dekker was going to ruin everything. If I showed him how to shift, I don't think he would use it to help people. Do you?
Did you do it?
Bad things. I didn't want to kill him, but I didn't have any choice.
You killed him?
I came back here after my date with Max.
Yeah, you
Confessed to
said
stealing
that.
the prescription pad, so he let me in. Dr. Dekker was already drinking. It was easy to mix in a few sleeping tablets when he wasn't looking. Then I just waited.
Till what?
I was going to try to push him out of the window. Make it look like an accident. It would have been better for everybody, but I couldn't move him. So I used the paper spike.
Why?
It's not a bad thing. I did it so I could keep helping people.
But now you can't help anyone.
You look so ill, Doctor. Here. Take my hand.
No.
It's going to be okay.
Don't. But what about your patients? Did I do the right thing with them? And what about me? What's gonna happen to me? My insanity. Doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. I don't think I helped
So I've got a new
anyone.
dog, a basset hound. She's got these big floppy ears and a really sad face. You know, even sadder than I look. Ginger. I call her Ginger.
Oh, you moved on
She's a
with your
rescue.
life?
But since I've had Ginger, I've never looked back.
Yay!
Literally. Not one day.
I'm not really sure what you'd call it. Mutually assured delusions? I think Dr. Dekker was projecting his weird fantasies on me, and it was just going to be easier to go along with it. To participate. I feel much better now I know I didn't hurt anyone. I didn't hurt anyone. Did I?
I hope not.
There's no need to go over old ground. I understand. David died when I stabbed him, and everything else since, everything else that's happened, that was all me. David, Anushka's father, Iris. What's next for me, Doctor? How do we cure what I have? By all accounts, and thanks to a very unfriendly jury, it seems like we're going to have quite a lot of time to figure that out.
I think I was in my own head too much, manifesting things that weren't there. But I'm very much an art connoisseur now.
Yay!
Definitely helping keeping me sane. I realized that I'm a very visual person, and paintings can keep me occupied for hours. I go to Providence whenever I get the time. It's the local art gallery here. The best time to go is late at night. You get the place all to yourself.
I don't know if we helped you.
What I want to know is how did you know which patient was the murderer? I mean, they all lied to you, didn't they? I'm just glad it's business as usual around here and I'm not having to
They
look for
lied
another
to
doctor
me?
again. It's embarrassing. Dr. Dekker almost caught me writing the advert for his replacement.
Is that it?
Let's recap, shall we? A siren, a shapeshifter, time traveler, undead husband, teleportation, and otherworldly gods trying to take over Earth. It's an unlikely tale at the best of times, but you're also purporting to be all of these people. I think you're beyond help. You understand what you're saying and expect me to believe it? And you say I am one of your patients? Patently untrue, Doctor. If that were the case, then somehow I've managed to turn the tables on you. Which
Am I
is
going
plausible,
crazy?
I suppose.
Thank you for playing. Well, thank you for the game.